In this video, we're going to cover the Point 10.9 SP1 updates. I've put up our housekeeping with our legal disclaimer. Some enhancements that we have on this release are a corrected cash to close on the anti-steering disclosure. We have updated the per diem interest that you see on the Truth in Lending now to 2 decimals. We've added new fields on the 4506C screen in anticipation of the new IRS form that comes out in March of 2023. And we've updated the Save as PCF button to remove your borrower's sensitive information when sending a PCF. Some of the resolutions that we have for this update is the proposed monthly payments import now with the Fannie Mae 3.4, whereas those were not before. We've corrected the CLTV when you are refinancing a second mortgage. We've also enabled the Do Not Extend Term by Odd Days checkbox for all loan amounts, so now that will update. Let me open up my Point and show you where these changes are. I've opened up a file inside of Point so we can walk through these updates. So our first was the anti-steering disclosure. I'm going to go up to Forms at the top and the anti-steering disclosure. We've corrected the cash to close line here to match to the lender loan information page 2 in the new IRLA fields. So this will now properly calculate when you are doing different scenarios inside of the system. Our second update was to the fees and impounds. So I'm going to go up to our banker and fees and impounds. And scroll down. We're looking for the prepaid interest section. We put some days in here so it will give us some prepaid interest. You can see the per diem interest now is down to 2 decimals, whereas before it was calculated with a 3 decimal. We've also updated the screen for the 4506C for the changes that will be coming with the new IRS form that's required in March of 2023 next year. I'm going to go up to Forms again and show you those new additional fields. We're going to go down to the Request for Tax Return 4506. We've created a new section, Client Information, across from the IVES information. We also have a checkbox on the client information side. If it's the same information that is on the IVES, this allows you to quickly copy that information over. Let me scroll down a little bit. We've also added in the Wages and Income section, so you can now make the selection. These new additional fields will not print on the form until we update that, and that will happen in a future release. This screen has just been updated with these new fields. The last enhancement that we've got in this release is the Save as PCF button. This is going to be under our Help section. Let me click up there, and the Email Technical Support. So if you're working with Archelic support and they request that you send over a PCF file to them, you are able to come in here and click the Save as PCF button down at the bottom. This will scrub out any of the borrower's sensitive information and allow you to send that over to us without that borrower's information in the file. I'm going to go back over to our borrower's information screen for the resolutions that we've got. The first one is the first resolution that we have is the proposed monthly payments are now importing correctly with the Fannie 3.4. So I'm scroll down to the bottom. We're talking about the proposed monthly payments for this property chart over here. So if you do have that in a Fannie 3.4, now when you import those will show up in your chart. And the final resolution that we have is over on the Truth in Lending. So I'm going to go to that Truth in Lending screen for us. and it is in this payment schedule section. The first option, the do not extend loan by odd days. This is not a new checkbox, but it is now available to use on all loan amounts, where before it was limited. If you have any questions, please reach out to our dedicated customer service at 1-800-342-2599.